Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Absolute DC Comics Podcast. I'm here with my man Gray. The song actually makes sense. It's Friday, and it's even Friday still for you, and you're
It's
here.
Friday, Jim. Oh, here we are. Friday night for me, baby.
Yeah, Friday morning too early for me. Like you're
Have
gonna
some
be
more coffee.
You're gonna be chipper as well because we're doing this earlier than we usually would. I have some coffee here. I have it in this. I think it's like a. What is this? It's like a 62-ounce cup. Yeah, it's like in a big
What the
bowl.
heck? You're talking ounces? Jesus, no idea what that means.
The nerve of me not doing the metric. I think in metric that means it's 500 centimeters. I have no idea.
No, in American portions, it must be like,
it's
mega,
huge.
super large, right?
It is huge.
It's as big as your head.
It's a big gulp is what it is because I'm tired. So we're going to jump into this. And like I said, though, at least the song makes a little more sense with you being here. And that means that we're doing Absolute Batman, that when it came out, you were quick to the Slack chat to tell everybody to read it because it was a banger. That's what you ended up doing. And
it's a banger.
A banger. Where's Jenny?
Where's she?
Oh, jeez. That's not Jenny. But here we are. It is Absolute Batman number 19. And also, I think that this is episode 51, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't realize last week or the week before. It came out a little later, but we got to 50. Yeah. Here's to another 10, and then I'm going to go to sleep. We'll get to 60, and then we'll take a break. But here we are. It is Absolute Batman number 19. It is with Nick Dragotta's back. Again, should it be guest artist Nick Dragotta? The guy's on like one out of every 15 issues, it seems, but he's there. I didn't actually even think it was him at first. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, when I first saw that first page, I was like, there's a lot of smaller panels. I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, yeah, I see him now.
That's Nick Dragotta. Lots of small panels and lots is packed in. So much goes on in this issue, Jim, doesn't it?
Yeah. The only thing that it doesn't have is shoes for the Scarecrow. Look at him walking around with no shoes. What a jerk. Scott Snyder writing. It is the Straw Man. Nick Dragotta art. Frank Martin colors. Tom Napolitano on letters. And we have associate editor Sprita Futch, Katie Kubert editor, Chris Conrad executive editor. And we jump into this, and you do start with what is, the Scarecrow, the absolute Scarecrow. And he kind of just comes out of the field. There's these two guys, and they're doing their harvesting, two friends. And you end up having him, the dialogue's pretty good. I mean, it's weird. I don't know why they'd spend this much time talking to this freak.
Jim, as soon as I saw his face, I would be running through that cornfield.
And they're
I'd be
like,
out of there.
Oh, look at his face. Oh, man, you got a mask? Hey there, Vern.
What is it, Halloween?
Vern. And he's like, yeah, it's a mask. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. I would start running, and there would be, Poopy in my pants as I went.
Book and Vern, Jim. What two cracking names. Yeah. But can I ask you, what is it about scarecrows and cornfields? Come on.
Yeah, well,
every horror film, man. Oh my god!
Yeah, they're trying to get those crows out of there. The crows gather. He kind of gets them there at one point. But in the meantime, he's causing chaos, and he's causing the idea of, hey, saw this guy with your wife, things like that. And again, he says, no, it was fear. I don't know if that's fear.
How do you know my wife's name?
Yeah. And again, the fear would be, oh my God, did you do something to my wife? Not my buddy here, Vern or whatever.
He's like blowing cigarette smoke all over this guy's face as he's saying that. It's all in the smoke, Jim.
Yeah, and
it's
again,
like bloody absolute Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. Holy crap! And again, then you have the crows there that end up hitting this guy flying the plane. He's no Sully. That thing goes down and finishes the job. But in the meantime, this guy, to get revenge or to kill this guy, he just runs him through. Then it's the wood chipper type deal. It's bad. But it's a great first, you see, yeah. And then he goes, oh man, I can't believe I did that. I was angry. And then Scarecrow goes, no, you were just scared. I'm like, no, I think he was angry. Like, again, what is he scared of? If I'm there and you say, oh, you were nailing my word, first off, I'd probably apologize to you first, for the experience. But then after, I wouldn't be scared. I'd be angry. Afterwards, I might be scared of what I did. it
I'd
kind of
be angry if you mentioned curling. If you started dissing curling, then I'd be really angry.
Well, if you diss curling, Jason comes out of nowhere. It's like a superpower, and then says things about your wife. I don't get it. He often says that he is a bird watcher. I really think that that's the British term he's going with.
Is it the British slang for it? How's your bird, mate?
Exactly. I think he's out bird watching indeed.
What, maybe puppies?
So you have this, and it's a really good start for a deal. I mean, it sets up like, holy crap, that's crazy,
gruesome, isn't it?
Yeah, and so once you get
flashbacks to Fargo, Jim, the first Fargo movie. Remember that? Oh my God, the wood chipper scene. Yeah, Jesus,
I remember not watching it. This is what I remember. Again, I never did see Fargo, but I think
it's a great movie.
But I think I've known it through seeing scenes and people just quoting it, so I'm good. I didn't watch the TV show either. There's a lot that I haven't watched.
First season's great.
I said when people say, "Oh, what movies have you seen?" I'm like, "Yeah, we could."
The last movie Jim watched was Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark, I should say.
I think what was the last movie? I think the last movie I saw in the theater was The Last Jedi. I had enough then.
Oh, God.
I ended up bailing. But yeah, so never did see that Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars, my favorite thing.
Well, you didn't miss much, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so yeah, that full page spread on the credits deal. And,
it's great.
And he just like walks away without a shit. I guess it's like Nick Dragotta and Scott Snyder. How can we make this guy more scary? Let's have him not wear shoes. That's what
he's not wearing shoes, and he's whistling, Jim. You just know he's whistling a happy tune, don't you?
Yeah, it's singing in the rain. That's what it's got to be. But he walks away, and then we go boom into Batman, and he is in this. I mean, it should be the
what an opening. What gyroscope. Is this? I couldn't describe it in my review. I was like, what the hell? How do you call this?
Yeah, Batman's just careening through the streets of Gotham. You end up having a crazy blockade. Yeah, and I mean, at one point, I know that Matt Razor reading it is going to think it's a drone. And
it's a giant drone coming from Matt.
Right? And so I saw a drone at Best Buy this past week, so I took a picture and sent it to him. And he goes, why'd you send me that? The ones that end up going after me are like the size of trucks. This is just a little one. I'm like,
really?
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus. You're crazy. But he ends up smashing through it. It's very cinematic. Smashes through a billboard. And you end up having...
It's cool that he leaves the bat symbol, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the billboard.
In the
That's a great scene.
Kind of a deal. And it is kind of a gyroscope type deal.
It is, yeah.
They'll start talking about names. It did shock me that Harley's there at a command center kind of deal.
I know.
And him, Batman, and also Alfred.
Alfred's there. Yeah, Harley's there. Jim, I was trying to remember, where are they? I was calling it the Batcave, but it's not a Batcave, is it? Is it like the Bat? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they just come out
the Bat headquarters,
wherever they are, and just come flying out
the Bat base
into the deal. And I guess it is the Batcave where you end up having them talking. But basically, it's just a scene to be kind of badass. You know what I mean? They're going through this blockade, and it's just them with this gyroscope deal that can't really be taken down. The police are like, oh no, the front's the back, the back's the front now. But it just shows that, he has his gadgets, but he doesn't name them. You end up, they even say through the narration with Pennyworth saying he's used what he has to develop this stuff. He's starting to get more and more gadgets. Like we expect the dump truck.
Are you glad, Jim? You're not getting little descriptions for each gadget in little
that's
boxes
fine.
Like
I don't
the main
need
Batman comic.
I don't need it to be like, Batmobile goes 2 miles an hour. I don't need that. So he ends up just breaking
20
through
ounces.
The Bat gyro should be 62 ounces. Is what and I need about 70 more. But he's like, hey, how about the Bat gyro? How about the Bat gimbal? How about the... And they're like, no. And then Harley says,
like, how about Bat nasty?
Bat nasty. That's the stupidest thing. He says, hardest no in history. I'm telling you, I get that every night. But Bat nasty. And so you end up with all this.
We get a great scene though where the police try and trap him in the Bat gyro in an alley. Yeah. And like while that's going on, Harley, I guess, and all her goons, the Red Hoods, whatever they're called, they dismantle it in seconds, don't they?
Yeah, it almost reminds me a bit of Indiana Jones. When you run and you open up the freaking back of the van, you jump in.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes up because then he ends up putting almost looks like a homeless guy. Or unhoused, as at one point you had to say. And, he points to these, what is this, chips? He points over for those motorcycle policemen. Hey, down that
Chips,
alley.
Jim.
Remember
I'm
Chips?
old like you.
Nobody else does.
Oh my
Where's
God, that takes me
Ponch?
back.
Ponch is out there somewhere. So then he ends up where at that point it's very odd, where he puts his head down and points, but it fools him. And I like the way the progression. Then he goes to work.
Yeah.
But does he ever do any work? Because all we ever see him is
he's always leaving work, isn't he? Getting
That's all we
dissed by
see.
his mates.
Yeah. And they're like, hey, man, not even an excuse. He's like, fuck you. And also, I think they're like, man, there's only one other guy who's 9 foot tall. There's 2 people, but only one guy, because Wonder Woman is about 11 feet tall.
Yeah, she's taller than Batman.
Somebody has to realize that. But then he just kind of walks down the street, and Waylon's there. Waylon's in the alley. Now, we know that the rest of the friends have bailed hard. And Waylon's, hey, look at me.
Isn't it great to see him like standing on 2 feet and not 4 for a change?
He's starting to change.
His mouth's a lot smaller too, Jim. Thank goodness
and
for
those
that.
Teeth are at least, manageable. But yeah, they hug. And then he says, hey.
It's a nice scene, that. I do like that.
Yeah, I do too. And he says, hey, what's up? What's the plan? Bruce says, there is no plan. I don't want you guys involved because I end up like the idea. I don't want you to get hurt. He's like, dude, look at me.
It's too late for that, Bruce.
But he
what
says,
are you talking about?
We're always in. We're always. And he's like, no. And then he disses him and leaves.
I know. I couldn't believe it. It's like, come on, Bruce, we're in this together now. You started it and now we're in with you. It's like, no. And he walks away, man.
Yeah,
he just walks away.
And Waylon can't run out. It's a monstrosity. He's getting better. He still has, that charm deal. But the problem is like Batman, he makes his own villains, right? That's a big phrase. Like, but usually not just because he's a dick. And that's what he does here. Like, what is Waylon going to do? He has to find the other guys, and they're all against. It's just
Bruce is like, I love you, Way. Take care of yourself. And just walks away like a dick.
Take care of yourself. Like,
what a thing.
You have what appears to be a bat cave kind of situation. Just try to get
it's like, come with me, Way. Come on, we can sort it out together.
Yeah, maybe then. No,
you know what I mean?
He's like, see you later, sucker. Sayonara.
Bruce.
So then he goes, but then you have this and Waylon's like, he's pissed. So then see he was
Wouldn't
in jail.
You be? Jesus, yeah.
Really. After that throne fight, he got arrested. He was in jail. Falcone's men are fighting him all the time. And Waylon's the one who seems to go and see him. Again, Waylon's been there for him.
Like, Bruce, are you okay? Bruce is like the classic line, you should see the other guys, you know what I mean?
Look at him.
But Jim, look at Bruce's arm in that panel, top panel. He looks bloody jacked up, man.
So big. Like, look at those biceps.
Wait, you look just like Batman.
Those things aren't biceps; they're triceps. Holy moly! But his triceps are quadriceps.
Quadceps.
He ends up where he just says, this is what we did, and whatever. This is where he was saying, all for one and one for all. Whatever I get, you get. Whatever we get, everybody gets. We're in it together. Well, you see, he's not now, and he's really screwing Waylon. And even Waylon's like, hey, every time we try to get your bail, they raise it. And I tried to sell the gym. And he's like, if you sell the gym, I'll kill you. But, it shows that Waylon was there for him, but he's not there anymore for Waylon.
Not just Waylon, like he mentions his friends, doesn't he? Like Harvey as well. They're trying to, as you say, get loopholes, get a way out. But it's Falcone, isn't it? He's got it all controlled.
So he ends up, when they have, in the current deal, in the now, they have the play where it's some of the things. I mean, there's a lot in this issue.
It jumps around a lot in the gym. It does jump. It's like bam, bam, bam.
There might be too much in this issue.
Yeah,
because some of the things almost get you. Like this thing with the bat signal, it's so quick that it made me roll my eyes a little because it's just one of those, like a lot of these things. And these books have done it. The Absolute, where you'll end up where Dick Grayson is an EMT, where we did see him in the book before, but it's just like boom, boom, boom. And then you leave and you're like, was that just a name drop? Or this
is that all? Is that all we get?
Yeah. Well, we get some more this time.
Like you said, the bat signal thing, it's basically 2 panels, isn't it?
Yeah, and it seems like it should be more. So Harley says, hey, I figured something out where they can get a hold of this like burner phone type deal, and I call it the bat signal. And then like, what do you mean? Like, and she says, if people need your help, they can't call just a regular, you know what I mean? They can't get a hold of you. So that's the way. it seems, and of course, Jim Gordon's going to be the
That's
first
quite funny
one.
because like, she's saying that, like, no one can just call on the phone. Then you see like his phone's ringing. It's like JG, Jim Gordon.
And then you get that, and it's Jim Gordon. He's like, hey, I need to see you. He's like, I'll be right there. So he goes, and again, you have that he just pops out of the shadows. Jim goes, hey, you're so big. I forget that you're so quick. This is crazy. He's gone insane.
Wait, going back to the phone call, because I got a bit lost at this point. He's calling Bruce. Well, he thinks he's calling Bruce, isn't he? Because at this point, does Jim know that Bruce is Batman?
No,
I can't remember.
I think he does know.
Okay,
he does. That he figured it out a bit, but it's weird.
His reaction is so shocked when he sees him, like, oh my God, who's there? He's pointing
and
a gun
it's weird.
at him.
He says that, and he goes, I am, and he doesn't say like, oh, I called Bruce. He says, man, you move fast for a big guy. I'll have to get used to that, won't I?
Yeah.
Well, not really, Jim, because you're not long for this world.
My God.
But he's insane.
Spoilers.
He is so off. And he's like, I don't know. This is crazy. Like, I got these files. I want to give them to you.
He's freaking out the whole time, and, Jim. Yeah, he's unsettled. You know something's not right, don't you?
And he's been trying to find Martha, Bruce's mom. And so he starts, this has to be just files of Court of the Owls, all the things in the behind the scenes. Again, just give it to Batman. I know it's Bruce or whatever, but please.
He's not giving it. Instead, he's hinting that he's read something like horrific, something terrible that, he's too scared to tell.
Yeah, and he wanted Batman to be there to give it to him, but then he's like, no, I can't. And then he starts burning it, but then he's burning his arm. I like that you end up where he's
that's a classic
Bruce
scene.
is like, your arm. He's like, my what? Oh shit.
Oh, clumsy me. Yeah. He's on fire. Jim's on fire, Jim.
He's off. And you see crows around.
And he's smoking.
And
you can see the cigarette as well.
He's smoking. The crows are showing, and he is scared. So you find out as we go, it's
those dodgy, fear toxin-laced scarecrow cigarettes.
Scarecrow is like doing this, and he's all scared. He's like, no, I can't do this. I have to burn it. This was a mistake. But he does end up saying at one point, I apologize. I'm sorry for what you're going to read. And it even looks like the idea, like all you really see as Bruce goes through, because Gordon freaks out. The crows are all there attacking him. It's like the birds.
The birds.
It's so funny. And then Bruce goes and is like, hey, stop these birds. Gordon's yelling. And he sees Zoo. Like in that, some of it's burned out, so we'll get like half things, I guess. But it almost shows that stuff, and maybe we'll find out.
And his reaction, like Batman's reaction, is crazy. It's like, this can't be.
I
what
think
is
that
this?
His dad got killed because of his mom. I think that Court of the Owls, because she stepped away, and they didn't seem too happy about that anyway. I think there were some things like that was like a warning, and that's.
I've heard rumors, Jim, that maybe this was all being planned. Like Bruce was meant to become Batman, kind of thing, like a Project Batman thing, and Jack Grimm's behind it.
Yeah, and if it's Court of the Owls, remember in the regular Court of the Owls, Scott Snyder wrote, Dick Grayson was always supposed to be the Gray Son. He was supposed to be part of, and they killed the Flying Graysons to make him one of the Talons, but then Bruce came and swept them in. So I'm thinking that, Bruce may have been maybe part of that with
That's
Martha.
Like a similar play on that, is it? Yeah.
So I do think that might be the case. But then he's like, what the F is this? Gordon's all scared, and you see him. I'm like, don't go near that ledge, Gordon. What are you doing? I thought it was just going to be the idea that,
he jumps off, right?
I thought that it was going to be that the birds ended up.
I thought, like attacking him and like forcing him to kind of fall off by accident, but no, he jumps.
Yeah, but he says, I'm sorry for everything, but most of all for what you're about to find out. And he jumps. And you have a pretty cool panel where you end up having the cape, which we don't see a ton of anymore, doing the crazy tech things. Like the cape turns into stuff, but it gets a hook.
It's like, it hooks and catches Gordon's jacket. Well, his coat, doesn't it? Basically, I love his glasses spinning through the edge. I was thinking of you.
Can't see without them glasses. But then
I can't see.
It's really smart the way it plays out, because he's like, okay, because old Gordon didn't have that old London fog buttoned up, and he's just splattered on the ground. And there's no doubt that he's dead.
He's caught the coat, but not the man.
Yeah, he caught it. It's like Gwen Stacy. So you end up, that'd be funny if he broke his neck. He's like, listen, it wasn't me. It was the Green
It's a classic
Goblin.
nightmare scene, isn't it? Like, because he gets caught, he gets seen looking down at the body in disbelief. It's like, look, up there, Batman.
I like that he kind of like tries to like push backwards so they don't see him anymore. they've already seen you, Bruce. You're done.
Because he's bloody huge. There's no hiding Batman.
And again, it might have been better if he was there as Bruce. Maybe they wouldn't recognize him. It'd just be some guy up there.
Oh, yeah.
And he can run, but there's no mistake.
Taking the mask off in time.
Yeah, this is Batman. And then you end up seeing where, again, Batman is looking around like everybody sees him.
It's a great silent page, isn't it? You pull out, you see like panels of people in buildings, like looking across and seeing him.
Yeah, and then you see one of the windows. There's Scarecrow lighting up a cigarette and waves. It looks so scary.
His mouth is frightening.
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, God.
And so, all that, like, holy crap. Like, that's enough for 3 issues already. And then we just go with this play of...
I mean, that could have been the cliffhanger, couldn't it? That could have been the ending, like, boom, with Scarecrow kind of smiling and laughing and waving. That's it. Like, Jesus, what an ending.
I know, and yet we keep going. And, you end up having this play that because of Batman and because they are going to go full out, Batman killed former Mayor Gordon, the now mayor, who really looks like Jimmy Olsen. After a bad bender.
Receding Jimmy Olsen.
This guy looks like you see how his eyes are? That's how mine look right now. So tired. But he says, okay. And Bruce again is pissed. They also show back when he's coming out of jail and Falcone wants to talk to him. And that's where Gordon's like, hey, don't go with him. Don't go. And he does go with him. But we don't really, see what
that's left
was.
Hanging, isn't it? What happens next? We don't know.
Whether or not
he gets in the car with him.
You would assume that the idea with Falcone, I mean, Bruce is huge. Probably wants him to do a job. He wants to, whatever it would be, and Bruce is not going to work with him. But you then see, oh my God, Batman killed Gordon. It's in the news, and this is to set up. And it is one of those things. Okay, we've been wanting to do something. We need a disaster to happen to be able to kind of push it through. And it's Batman killing Gordon. So they have the Robin program. It is Deathstroke. I don't know what the hell. I guess he's a cyborg because when they show him getting dressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Slade Wilson. And Jim, isn't it incredible, those panels where you see him basically putting himself together?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
He's just pieces, right? He's just ripped apart. And he's using I'm
artificial limbs.
Guessing it's Lazarus
Tech. He hasn't even got a nose, for God's sake.
This beard, he needs that. But he puts it. I mean, even when he looks into the mirror, when he's putting on that beard, he's a monstrosity. Looks like Carl from The Walking Dead, that eye.
Carl.
But so he goes, we're going to end up changing all this today. He gets up in front of everybody and he says, we have the Robin program. I don't know that I love the name of that. It just seems kind of, I don't know. Again, sometimes these things end up you don't have to name everything into something, but it makes sense because of what
Jim,
it
come
is.
on, man. It's like, let Gotham's symbol be a messenger of the morning, Robin.
Yeah, Robins. I'm like, what's he talking about? I can imagine.
It was a little bit forced, I know what you mean.
He says it right away. Hey, listen, people of Gotham, I'll give you some credit. You guys are tough. A tough city's like, the Robin program, what are you talking about? But then you see, hey, we're going to end up, you have Jack Grimm as actually the parent guardian. It's going to go again into the idea that Joker in this is more Bruce Wayne than Bruce Wayne. He's the rich kid.
He's been looking after sheltering, poor misguided youths or orphaned children,
he's
that kind of thing.
returned to the city. They end up thinking he's the greatest thing.
He's giving back to the city, Jim.
Yeah, he is. But he's got Tim Drake, who legit to me looks more like Damian in this, but Stephanie Brown, Jason Todd, Duke Thomas, which was a shout out, Dick Grayson, again, a character that Scott Snyder made. He says, we're going to give it back. And you have these misguided youth. And what you do with misguided youth is teach them how to wrestle. All right? Give them handguns. That's what I would do. Maybe give them a dog or two and get them into really
Slade Wilson
crazy
saying, I
tech.
have the honor of training them, and they are more than ready. It's oh my God, I bet they are.
Yeah, right away it ends up wait a second, I thought these were misguided youth, the orphans.
They don't look ready in that almost last panel, do they?
Yeah, really.
Huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Stephanie's just what is that gun? Oh, I have one too. But so they're going and they end up where, again, you don't see what is happening really. They go out, they're like, okay, hey, we're ready, General Wilson. The order said to suit up for duty, but we already did. And then he goes, no, these are your real suits, Captain Grayson. Here they are. And they go, whoa, and we don't see them.
No, we just see their reaction, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Drake, a la Damian Wayne.
The Matrix.
Look at him there. He like takes his glasses off like he's cool.
He looks cool.
Right,
let's just call him Damien.
He
not
looks
Tim.
so much like Damien.
It's Damien, man.
And then somebody should tell Stephanie, get a better haircut. I mean, she's got what I would assume.
Sort your hair out, Steph.
It is a bowl cut with a ponytail in the back that looks like a man bun. Every bit of that haircut is awful. Just awful. But the rest are okay. Except
just give her a mullet and be done with it. That's what I say.
Jason Todd looks a little bit off. Look at him. Like,
he does.
You know, Dick Grayson, great. Duke looks great.
He looks about 40 as well.
Look at him. He's just like, whoa. I'm like, what is up with that guy?
Whoa.
But I'm telling you, Tim Drake makes me laugh so much because it's just Damien, but you can't have Damien. So it's like, oh, we'll make him look like it. Again, doesn't look like a tech guy to me right there, but we'll have to see. Even when he is on a laptop, so that must mean tech, but he's got those stupid glasses on. What's he doing?
Jim, do you like the little shout out in the final panel with Slade Wilson giving the speech? Together, we will end this long, dark night of fear.
Yeah, dark night.
Dark night, everybody.
There's a lot of those things that end up like, okay, I get it. It's kind of, with the Robin program, I'm like, it doesn't work when he's like, we're going to take the city back with the symbol of the morning. I'm like, what, the rooster? No, the Robin. I'm like, Robin, what are you talking about?
I thought Robins were like winter, weren't they?
I have no idea. We have to ask Jason. He's out bird watching. He's looking at the ladies.
Now, I know we're having a bit of a laugh here. We are, we're taking the piss a little bit, but it's still really enjoy this, Jim.
It's
a cracking issue. But there's just so much in it.
There's so much in it.
There is.
Yeah, the bat signal. But you did need to have a line, the hotline. Be funny. It's a 900 number. And you end up where you can, if you want to talk to sexy ladies that are looking for single men, press 1. If you want Batman, press 2. I'm like, I'm pressing 1.
I'm pressing 1 every day.
And then you're in a chat line with all dudes. That's what hey, any girls
the Robin
in
Project.
Here? Like, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, exactly. And then Jason Todd's like, I'm here. He's for the ladies.
Put Steph on, Jason. What are you doing?
Look at that haircut. Also, she has the neck of a giraffe. Like, look at that
she
neck.
Does. It's pretty long.
Criminy.
It's kind of half hidden with a long collar, too.
Yeah, it's got that collar.
Yeah.
Holy moly. But what would you give it?
No, I really enjoyed it. As I say, we're having a bit of a laugh, but it was a cracking issue. Like, bursting with, with stuff that, oh, my God. I'm going to go 9 out of 10, Jim. I'm a 9 out of 10.
I'll go 9.
Absolutely brilliant. Scarecrow, even though we didn't get that much of him, it's great to see him and the way he's
that we didn't get too much.
That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that, and there was so much going on that, it was hard to do that anyway.
The Jim Gordon thing, it's like, holy shit, really?
Yeah. It's weird.
Have you really done that? Have you killed him off?
I wonder how the play will be with most people, because when I see that, I still end up like, it's an alternate universe. Like, it's not, but it's still huge. Also, I would have probably given it a 9.5 if Steph had a better haircut. That's what I would have done. I'm just, because it's on that last page, I'm just like, look at her. She doesn't look great. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 as well. I thought it was really good. So we will be continuing on. Gray, obviously, joining me with the Batman stuff. But before we leave, tell everybody where they can find you besides bird watching with Jason.
Oh my God, you can find me on YouTube, Wakizashi's Tea House, dropping the occasional comic book review.
Yep. And I'll have the link in the show notes, and you do some stuff with Fear Monarch and a bunch of other things as well. So we'll see that and go check that out. You usually do a couple reviews, way more than me on the YouTube. But, that's the game that we play. I'm doing the music.
But Jim, I've got to say, I'm glad this is still good.
Yeah,
this is really, I mean, this is a really good issue. But
it is really good.
19 in, I'm still really enjoying Absolute Batman.
Yep, I'm with you. So that is that. So thanks everybody for listening. We're going to get out of here, but we have to play your outro song, especially for Matt Razor, who loves it. But I do have to turn it up here so we can jam out. But thanks everybody, and we'll talk to you later.
感動して感謝しました本当に大好きです私は普通の男ではありません私はもう本性の愛です私にからかわないでください しまいます。私は普通の男です。でも私はあなたを殺します。